Hi, I'm Trish. Welcome to your pick a card reading for this week. Okay, so as usual, we've got the three colours, which is aqua group 1, pink group 2, purple group 3. Now you can choose by colours if you like. I have put some cards out for you from my sugar coated oracle. This one will be available soon on my website. So, which is there an image or a person that you're more drawn to? Take a moment, see which one fits with you most, and I will be back with your reading. Welcome back, group 1. If you've selected the aqua or this card here, then this is your reading. Now, the card that you've selected is a card about balancing. It says something's out of whack. You need to bring something back into alignment, back into balance. But we'll get into that as we go through your reading. Okay, so what I'm picking up for you, now I'm going to pop your reading to the side here so you can follow along with me. Now, I'm feeling like there's a sense of you needing to or wanting to rise your situation. So wanting to move up a little bit in the world, pick your situation up, pick your energy up. Now, I'm feeling that there's delays because we've got delays right next to that. So the delays in your ability to be able to move forward as quickly as you want, or to be able to get through something as quickly as you want. Rise up above something is what I'm picking up from there. There is feels like there could be a sense of in a bit of a hole for some of you. This is going to resonate differently for everybody. Now, I'm also getting an indication for some of you, it could be related to a female child, because we're getting the child here, which is fertility and all about female. So it couldn't indicate like a female child, or that you could be falling pregnant, or somebody around you could be pregnant with a female child, because we also have the pink cards down the bottom. Also be related back to the fertility. You've wanted to get pregnant, but it's not happening as quickly as what you thought it was going to, or it seems to be dragging on, or it's just some kind of delays going on around that area. For others, it's just related to you getting a promotion or you moving up a level. It's happening very, very slowly. You thought it was going to happen much faster than what it is, and it's just kind of ticking on and happening in a very slow pace. Up above that, I am getting, we've got cards up here that one's forgiveness and one is sorry. So there's a sense here that there's something here that needs to be dealt with about something. You're holding grudges or you're hanging on to something, could be from the past, but there's a sense that you're needing to forgive. You need to forgive and forget, or you need to forgive and move on. It's like you're holding on to something. Now, it could also be somebody that's coming to you saying, I'm sorry, I've done this, and asking for your forgiveness. So somebody feeling a level of regret for what they've done, have realised now how much that hurt you, and are asking now for you to forgive. But I'm also getting here, you need to forgive and move on. So I'm getting there's changes coming up around this area. Also, there's changes to be made. The sense that I'm getting from that, and as I said, it was going to be different for everybody, but the overall energies of this spread is that there's a sense here of somebody feeling a sense of regret. That could be you. You could be feeling the regret, but you're needing to forgive yourself. If that's the case, if you're feeling the regret, you need to let that go, release that, because forgiveness is also about letting go and releasing, and so that you can move on, because it's holding you back by hanging on to these regrets and these fears. But you've got some changes to be made, and I feel like that is the area that they need to be made into what you're hanging on, what grief you're hanging on to, what you're hanging. Now, that I didn't mean to say the word grief then for somebody there. That must be significant, because that wasn't the word that I was thinking. It kind of just came out that way. What I was thinking was that you're needing to stop hanging on to the burdens or the guilts or the doubts or the sense that you're not forgiving yourself, or you're being too hard on yourself. You need to move through those and make those changes in that area. Down the bottom, I'm seeing that, love life. We're looking at love life down the bottom here, because I'm getting love is in the air. So it's a really good time now to start moving through. Could be related to the top things with the problems that we've had with somebody hurting you in the past. We're needing to now start to move through those, because it's now a good time that's saying pick up your game. If you're going to play this game, you need to play it well. So it's about getting back out there, rising up, getting over things, getting over what's held you down or made things go slow, what's been holding you back. You need to move through those, make those changes on the things that have been holding you back. And instead, you're going to start now playing hard. If you're going to get out there and play in whatever that area is for you, whether that's relationships or job or business, you're going to do it well. You're going to make sure you're putting your foot forward in the best way possible. Now, it says live life down the bottom, but I read that as love life because on the other side it says love is in the air. So you're needing to put yourself out there in the best way forward for those of you that are looking for love, or you're needing to work through things in your love life that need changes, that need budging. So you need some, because we've got the changes there, we've got delays, and we've got the rising up. You need to move through things and pick things up in your love life. Okay, so the live life is actually what it does say, and what that indicates is that you need to start getting out there and living life. So doing that in the best way you possibly can do. So it says if you're going to play this game of life, you need to play it hard and you need to play it well. So you need to actually start doing things and being more spontaneous, being more active. You need to pick up your game and to the next level. So you've got a little bit of work to do, group one. So this week, start making some changes, start forgiving yourself, start letting go of grudges, and start moving to, enjoying your life and making the changes that need to be made that allow you to have a life that you enjoy living. So hope that makes sense to you, group one. If anything there does resonate, leave a comment for me, and we'll see you again next week for your pick a card reading. Welcome back, group two. Thank you for joining me. If you've selected the pink, let's change those crystals over. If you've selected the pink and this card here, if it's resonated with you, then this is your reading. Now, the reading on this is about getting noticed. It's about being recognized for your talents. And that's what you've selected for today. Okay, jumping into the middle of the spread, and I'm going to put the reading here on the side for you so you can follow along with me. In the middle, we've got some triumphs. We've got some wins here. So I feel like we're getting through, we're conquering. We are charging full steam ahead with this unicorn. Suit of Swords, we're moving forward with very strong energy here. We've got the Ace of Swords. We also have the Knight of Swords. So we're moving forward in a very quick and powerful way. We also have the horse, which represents the Knight of Swords as well, with the white horse. So that's saying that something's moving forward quite quickly for you. There's going to be some swift things coming up, moving quite quickly. You're in really good energy. I'm feeling really quite high-paced, quick energy around you. We've also got the energy boost as a bonus card, and that's come out to say that you're really tapped in. It's like almost like you've got your finger in the power socket, and it's like the energy of high energy. For some of you, you may not be processing that very well. That could be causing anxiety or sleeping problems, or a sense that you're not handling all this quick-paced emotion. But I'm definitely seeing air signs here. So air signs being the Suit of Swords. So it's absolute energy that's coming in a quick way. It's quick-witted. It's quick energy coming through. Lots of mental stimulation, lots of thoughts. For some of you, you may not be coping well with that, as it might be keeping you awake all night with the ideas and the thoughts that you can't shut down. But I am feeling the energy, and it feels fast, very fast. And I'm a very high-paced, quick energy person myself, but this feels really fast to me. So yeah, I'm getting a sense of you being triumphant and you just going full steam ahead with whatever you're looking at doing or conquering or achieving this week or setting up for yourself. I feel like you're really moving forward at a very quick pace here. Now, up above it says play it cool and relax. So what that's telling me is that okay, we've got the longevity above it, which is a long life resistance to change. What that's making me feel like, okay, that's making me think about burning the candles on both ends and burning yourself out. So here, what have we got? Being noticed for your skills. So being noticed, getting noticed for your skills and being good at something and talents. And I'm feeling that with you. You're a go-getter. That's what I'm feeling, that go-getter energy. But what the card at the top is saying is you need to just be a little bit calmer. Just settle is what it's saying. Because I'm feeling like we're in it for the long haul. This is a longevity thing. Whatever's going on around you is a long haul thing. This is going to be, you don't need to do it so fast. You can just take your time with it. Go a little bit slower, relax, enjoy the process, settle into it. It says it's committed, it's for life, it's a long-term commitment. It's something that's a long haul, a feeling around here. You're going to be doing this for a long time. You don't need to be achieving all of this tomorrow. You don't need the end result tomorrow. You've got your lifetime to achieve this or to do this. That's the sense that I'm picking up here. So where you're going full steam ahead, like, yeah, let's do this, and this energy so fast, and let's do it now, The cards are saying, okay, slow down a bit, take your time with it, enjoy the process. We're going to be doing this for a long time. We can take our time to do this. We don't have to do this in a day. So it's the energy of the cards are saying, trying to pull your energy back a little bit just to get you to take your time with it and not be in such a hurry. Now down the bottom, it's got you've got the inspirational card and the confidence card. So you've got some really powerful cards coming up for you out of the sugar-coated oracle. Here you've got this powerful woman here about getting noticed. So she's out there, she's getting noticed. She's doing really, really well for herself here and getting really noticed. Down the bottom, it's about inspiration. People are looking up to you. People see what you're doing, and it's like you're an inspiration to other people. We've got the confidence card. So you're appearing to be more confident, or you're feeling more confident. It's like you're feeling more experienced, so therefore you're feeling more confident to do what you've got to do. And I feel very, very powerful energy around you. I feel like you've come here with a mission, and it's like you really want to achieve your mission. And your mission's important. Your mission's a meant to do thing. And I feel like you know that. You've got that sense of, there's a sense deep down in you that there's something you have to achieve. You kind of know what that is, and it's like you're going full steam ahead to do your mission. You feel like you have to do it today, but the cards are saying, we've got time, so just take your time with it. Now in the middle, it's about stuff you love. Now what I'm getting from that is an indicator of what the mission is. The mission is about what you love. So what is it that's really true to you? If you're not sure what this mission is, or where to put all this excessive energy, because there's a lot of energy around you at the moment, if you're not sure where to put that energy, it's about thinking about what you're passionate about. Where's your passions lie? Because that's going to indicate your heart is your navigator to show you what path you should be on or what you should be doing. So trust your heart, trust what your heart's saying that you should be doing or what your passion is, and put all of this energy into what you're guided to by your heart. So trust your heart this week, group 2. Hope that makes sense. So if this resonates with you at all, please leave a comment for me, and I will see you again next week for your pick a card reading. If you're joining me, group 3, if you've selected the purple or this person here, then this is your reading. Okay, the card that you've actually selected, it says stand your ground. So that is your message for this week, is to stand your ground. It's about what you want, not what everybody else wants. Okay, so getting into your energy, let's put that away. Okay, group 3. Group 3, I'm feeling a slower pace. When I just read group 2, they were so fast paced. This energy here I'm feeling is more slower. Now with the bull in here, which is Taurus energy, that is slow energy. Taurus energy is about having everything around you, having, everything that makes you feel secure. You can feel my energy here is very, very slow. And it's just about being, steadily along, I'm tapping into that energy of just like that, sitting in the sun energy, that relaxing energy, that really about relaxing, really about feeling a sense of security around you, feeling secure in what you do or what you have. And that's what I'm tapping into. It's a very secure energy. I am feeling though around you there could be something going on with your heart or somebody's heart. So that could indicate to me that you do need to slow down. You need to slow down for your heart, because you can't be at that high pace level. If that's you, I'm not feeling high paced, but I am getting indications around the heart here with the 2 cards. Now I will put your reading on the screen so you can follow through with me as we go. So I am getting a sense here in the center of sitting. There's a bit of sitting going on here. So for some of you, it might indicate that you do need to be more active. You need to do some more exercise, because you're getting the sitting card. This is a working card here as well. Standing your ground is a working card. Actually, I'm getting very much Taurus bull energy. So stubborn, not agreeing, standing your ground. So for some of you, if you're going through some kind of conflict or disagreements with others, you need to stand your ground in this case, because it's saying that you've got a battle that's worth winning or worth fighting for. So stand your ground is what it's saying, both with this card and with the Taurus bull energy, saying stand your ground in whatever conflict or battles that's going on around you. Now that won't be for everybody, but that is the energy that's being put out in these cards. As I said with the heart's not for everybody. That was just a message for somebody specifically. That they need to calm down, because they can't, they need to be more restful and calm for the sake of their heart or their health. Now I'm also getting here of reviewing your life. So that's giving me an indication of self-reflection and, reflecting back on what you've achieved, what you've done, a sense of reflecting on your past, that perhaps you're coming up to a crossroads and you're thinking about either doing something new, starting something new, retiring, coming into energy of, going into a new relationship, going out of an old one. And there seems to be, now, while I'm not seeing here on the cards that we're ending one thing, going to another, I'm not seeing that on the cards for this week. But what I am seeing is that you are in a sense of reviewing or reflecting. They're both the same. They mean the same thing. So that's about going back through old situations, going back through, really tapping into how you feel. Self-reflect can also indicate you need to understand how the actions that you have, how they affect other people. So how people are affected by your moods. If you're being having a temper, being very stubborn, because we're seeing with the bull there, if you've got that temper, butting heads, not budging at all, that affects other people, and people don't like to be around that energy. So you've got to understand how you are and how that's affecting other people. So it can be somebody around you that's like that and that's affecting you, or it could be you yourself that's being like that and that's affecting other people. But for others, that self-reflection is related to the reviewing, and that's about looking back on your life and about what you've done, reflecting on what you want to do moving forward, what changes are coming up for you. There's no changes here right now, but you're just simply reflecting on, would you like to make a change? Is it time to do something different? Is it time to move into the next layer or the next stage or whatever it is that you're doing? It's just in the reviewing process. It's like we're in which we are in Mercury retrograde right now. We're in Mercury retrograde for the next couple of days. So we're really tapping into that energy of Mercury right now, Mercury retrograde. We're just reviewing. We're just reflecting. We're just looking at, our life, what we need to change. We're just looking back on what we've done, what we've achieved, what we'd like to achieve, and we're not locking in here like we are with the bulls, and we're not locking in head down. This is the way I've always done. This is the way I've got to do it. That's not the energy that I'm picking up on. The energy here is we're at a crossroads where we're not at that crossroads, but we're coming up to one, and it's like we're saying, okay, at the next crossing point, what do I want to do? Which direction do I want to go? Who do I want to be? So do I want to make changes? Do I want to, and I've got my hand up like a stop. It's saying that at the next crossroads, we're not driving through the next crossroads. We are actually stopping at the next one. So it's not just change. We're not just continuing along. At the next crossroads, we actually are going to stop at this one, and we are going to come to a point where we think, okay, am I ending something? Am I turning a new page? Am I turning a different direction? So that's what's coming up for you in future months ahead. But for now, we're just at that stage where we're preparing for that. So we're starting to look at different areas in our life that may need some changes coming for the next crossroads in your life. So the next point in your life is at a time when you're saying, okay, am I moving on? Am I moving forward? Am I not living in the past? It's like you're coming up to a decision, and it's almost a sense of feeling like, do I feel like I've achieved what I needed to achieve at this point before I hit the next junction? So it's almost like a timing thing where it's like you've got to the next junction to work out, okay, have I done what I needed to do in that time? Because the next junction, I'm going to be at a point where I can say, okay, do I want to retire? Do I want to end this relationship? Do I want to change this job? Because that's what's coming up for you in the future. So right now we're looking at a space where we're just sitting in a very calm energy. I'm feeling very, very calm. We're sitting in a calm energy and we're saying, okay, do I feel like I've got enough out of this situation? Am I enjoying my life or this situation to the fullest? Because I may not always have this situation around me. It may look differently in a few months. In a few months, I might be at crossroads, and my life is going to look a little bit different than it looks now, or situations around me, such as my job, my housing situation, they might look a little bit differently. And again, it's different for everybody. But what it's telling me is that in a calm place now, you're looking at how much you enjoy certain areas. Are you making the most of every area in your life? Because it may not be that way in a few months. Now, don't go straight to the worst case scenario. It mightn't be like that For some people it could be, but there's absolutely no drama cards here. There's no change cards. There's no chaos cards here. It's a very calm energy is what I'm feeling. But what it's saying is that you're just assessing to make sure you're getting the most out of your life right now, because there's changes coming up in the future. And in actual fact, for some of you, you might get to that crossroads and say, no, I'm happy just to continue on doing what I've done. I don't want to make any changes. I want to stay in the same relationship. I want to stay in the same house, the same job. I don't want to make any changes. And that's okay to do that. But it's coming up to you'll have that opportunity to make those changes if you want to. So at the moment, you're really just sitting in a space of saying, what have I done? Am I happy with what I've done? Could I do something better? Should I be enjoying this situation a little bit more? And that's the kind of energy that I'm tapping into you, group 3. Okay, now we've got some conflicted cards on the bottom line. On one case, there's total exhaustion. On the other card, it is saying you're bored. Okay, so tell me how in one hand you're bored and you're exhausted. Okay, are you bored with the situation around you? Are you bored with your life not changing, being the same routine? Everything's the same, there's no change, it's always the same. Are you bored with that? And that is, you're just exhausted from it, you've had enough. It's like that sense of, I've had enough of this, I don't want to do this anymore. This is the energy of the spread. It will be different for everybody. How that will be here is it's conflicting. It's like you're bored with the situation. For some of you, you could be bored. You could be just actually not having enough to do. You're bored with it. Physically, you could be exhausted. You could be a person that only has a couple of hours every day that are working hours. And what I mean by that, you could be health-wise, you might feel exhausted all the time. And it's like you could only have a couple of hours each day where you can actually get things done. So you're feeling bored with that situation, or you can't take on too much because you don't have enough energy to get things done. Some of you, that could be the case. Now, we've got the card here of being heard and speaking up. So if it's for you that you are getting through the day with only unlimited fuel in your tank and you only have a few hours where you've got energy to do things, you need to speak up about this, and you need to go and see somebody about it. You need to say something to somebody about it. You need to see a professional about getting that situation, because it's not normal. There is help for you available, and it's like you shouldn't just be functioning on 1 or 2 hours a day or getting up in the morning feeling tired and being tired all day. So that's what I'm getting for you. Bored because you can't do anything because you haven't got the energy to do it. So that's what I'm picking up for some of you. For others, I'm getting the sense of you're exhausted with the life that you've got. You're exhausted with the way things are, the routines and the busyness. And even though I'm picking up that calm, unbusy energy here, it's a sense something's exhausted you. You're sick of something. You've had enough of it. You're bored with it. You want to move on to the next thing for some of you. So hope that resonates with you, group 3. If that makes sense, please leave a comment for me, and I'll see you again next week for your pick a card reading.